And what is astrology? It's not a character analysis saying a Cancer is all sensitive and home loving and Aries is brash. Those are all lovely fluff stories that are great for housewives. Astrology is a system of timing, and that's the reason for my channel. Hi, my name is Dina Carvalho. I am a timing astrologer. I have been doing this since I was 9, although I was at school, so I only started later. And what I do is I time cycles in real time on Earth for individuals in business, and that is what timing is. That's what astrology is. The planets move in the sky for and align to a specific time that you can plot ahead and plan. It's a precise science of timing our events and our cycles on Earth for us on Earth in real time. It's a power tool. I don't know why it is not used as that. Perhaps because it's such a powerful tool, so it's been through time misrepresented or misaligned, misunderstood. But that is what it is. And that is my North Star, as Will Polston says. My North Star is to make sure to help people use their time on Earth to their benefit, to derive outcomes that are to their advantage, to direct their actions with foresight of what the outcome will be. That is what astrology does. And that is, welcome to my channel. That's the reason why I've started this channel, so that I can show you how it works to a degree. I'll show you, and also how you can use it to time your events in your calendar, in your diary, to help you avoid adverse outcomes and secure desired outcomes. We all know our star sign, do we not? Yet most in Western civilization resist astrology. They put it down as not as a pseudoscience, as they call it. But I will show you how it works, and then you will see the proof. Let me put it that way. So this channel is to help you time your events for the week or for the month ahead, to see see outcomes, give you foresight for outcomes that will help you in planning your week and your month ahead. Let's give an example of timing. Every day the sun rises in the sky. Now that is a form of timing. It does not require your belief to rise, and it will rise independent of whether you believe in the sun as a timing mechanism or not. It will rise and it will activate the day ahead, meaning that you're more than likely going to wake up and you're going to go about your business and conduct your business during the day. You will not phone your client at midnight. You will phone him probably in the morning or in the midday or maybe in the afternoon, but it'll be during when the sun is up, and when that highlights our activities on Earth. And that's why it's called timing. Same thing with, let's say, the moon. When the moon is full, then you can be sure that, if you look at the research, that you will have some movement, you will go out, you will have meetings, some kind of relationship. That's mostly when the shops are busier, when the moon is full, because that is part of the timing. So already we can use astrology, the planets, which is a study of the planets, to gauge our activity on Earth without even knowing anything about astrology. We're just talking about the sun and the moon, and how you can see the full moon, for example. We have been timings I've been doing this for many years, since I was 9, and I use this one book, The American Feminist 1950 to 2015 at noon. That's the book I use, and it's quite a thick book, as you can see, old, very well used. And what it does is it shows me the month. You can go back, July. It shows me the months and the planets for each day in the month, and the degrees for each day in the month. So let's see now, December. Sorry about that. Okay, so here we go. Now we are in December, and we are in December the 20th. So you can see that 20 and 21. You can see that the sun is about to enter on the 22nd in Capricorn. That's it. And you also have the moon here in Capricorn these 3 days. And you also have Mars just entered in Capricorn. So he's also, all these 3 days you are in Capricorn. And that your activity in these 3 days, who you associate with, what your events are, highlights the key engagement or the key highlight for you for the month of January 2026, because the sun most of January is in Capricorn. So that highlights, so that event, what you're doing in these 3 days, highlights your January. That's the key event for January 2026. I want to draw it on a map, on a time map. We're going to do it like this. We're going to draw a horizon. That's where we are. We stand on the horizon. There we go. And we observe the skies around us. And because we are timing January 2026, we time it when the sun is above us. That's when we conduct our business. And we know that in January, the sun is in Capricorn. And now we can do a bit of timing. We can see that we have Mercury plus Venus, soon to be, plus Mars. Most of them are in Capricorn. So you've got a stellium in Capricorn, and that highlights the key activity for January. So that would be December the 20 to the 22. What are you doing these days? That's your key engagement for January 2026. So I'm just doing a rough calendar to illustrate this for January 2026. Now January, the sun enters into Capricorn on the 22nd of December, and that is when the month of January starts. So we have the 22nd, Tuesday the 23rd, 24th, 25th. So I've got the days for January, which ends astrologically on the 20th, because on the 20th, the sun enters Aquarius, which means the beginning of February 2026. Right. So let's do this. Let's show you. So your engagement on the 20th and 22nd highlights your key event for January. And here you will see from the 20th, obviously, to the 22nd, you will see plans or an outcome for the 3rd of, so that would be from the 22nd of December. That's your outcome. That's movement, relations. That's the outcome from here. You're planning it for here, and that's actually good for relationships. When you go to the December the 29, then you can, or even the 28, the 29. Here you've got first quarter moon, and that would highlight premises. So pay attention to your house, to your property. Where are you? Even if you're on holiday, you're arranging premises. And this is a good, and this is also the direction for April 2026, which means if you're having a social here, you'll have the outcome in April. And the next key day is the 3rd. Then the next key day would be on the 10th. And that would be a change from, it would be movement, it'd be operations. So you're starting maybe work over here, and that is from the closure of December the 11th, which there must have been a closure then. Look in your diary. And it also highlights a new direction also for April. And the next key day for this would be on the 18th, when you've got a stellium in Capricorn, and that highlights the movement from the 3rd of January. So it's now you're moving from here, you're moving into a new direction for January. And then February 2026 starts on the 20th. So here are just some of the key days that you can do. One thing that you must avoid is on these days here, which would be the 12th, I'd say. Yes, 12, 11, 12 and 13. These days things are untrue. So you must not do anything here. But if you want to make meeting or appointment, then the 3rd would be good. And also the 9th or the 10th. There's always one day overlap. If you want to know more, you can always ask me on my live section, and the link to my live section at 11 a.m. on a Monday. Every Monday, you can ask me any question, or you can visit www.dinastro.com.